Hello and welcome back to Motorcycle Fixer channel. It's been a while since I made a video. I've had other things to do, I've just been so busy. So I'm hopefully going to start doing videos a bit more regularly. I think it's over 2 years since I made the last one, so I've got loads of projects to do. So hopefully we can catch up with some of those over the next few months. I've got a customer's bike in at the moment that doesn't start. It's a Stomp Z3 140. It's not starting, the throttle cable isn't working, but there's all, I don't know if you can see it properly, but there's all, for some reason they've taped all the top of the carburetor up. There's a few things wrong with it, so hopefully we can just go through, find out what's wrong, and then get it running again. Okay, now I've got that set up there. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the carb off, and we're going to see what's happening with all of this tape. So we need to remove this air filter first, just to get a better access. So yeah, that's the filter removed, right? And I can see inside the carb now. If I can take this off to show you, so I can see inside the carb now. The actual float itself is it's not down where it should be. It looks like someone has taken it apart and not put it back correctly. So we're gonna take this tape off and get it open and see what's wrong inside. Okay, so I wonder, is it easier to just take the carb off first? So we get a 10mm spanner. Take that one off there. That's one. Keep the nut with it. And then the one on the back is the same. The one on the back, there's a groove in the carburetor, so once it comes loose we should be able to slide it off. I'll show you. So now we can slide it off. See there, if we see the groove there. So once it's loose enough on the other side, you can slide it off. So we need to peel back this insulation tape now. If we can find the end, would be good. There we are. Is that the end? It's a mystery. It's like pass the parcel. We all want to know what's inside. No, I can't see any reason why that would have tape on it. And the throttle's working now, so it looks as if they didn't have the throttle in there correctly. There's also, right, okay. The needle now is loose, and the needle should be held in by the clip at the bottom there. So I wonder if someone has taken it apart and not known how to put it back together properly. So that's what we're going to do. Right, what I'm going to try and do is try and get you in closer now to see how this comes apart. So you've got to pull the spring out, and then inside see the clip then that holds it in place. So shake that out, right, and then the cable goes into the key shape. See the key there? So you push, once you've got the spring out the way, you can push the cable and pull it out through the hole. And the needle is supposed to go in there, and then the actual needle, the clip on the top of the needle, is supposed to, the needle's not supposed to be able to come out with this washer on there. As you can see, it won't fit past this clip. So what we need to do now is to put the cable, make sure you've got all this stuff on there. And then there's the gasket and the spring. So push, make sure that the gasket is all the way around as well, otherwise it won't seal at the top of the carburetor. So you pull the gasket in, then you need to put the spring in. This gasket is a pain, but okay, it just takes time, so it's a bit fiddly. So then you're going to put your spring in, put the cable down the center of the spring, like so. Then you put the cable, I'm trying to do this, keep it in place and show you on the camera, but it's okay. So we want to put the cable inside the keyhole now, so that it grips it. So you can you see that where that is? Yes, there we are, the light is shining on it. And then we want to get our oops, like I said, it's fiddly, and I'm trying to show you on the camera as well. Oh, the cable needs to lock in place on the bottom. See, you can see on the bottom where the cable locks in. So it locks into there. And then this tab, the tab on there, goes into the slot on that keyhole and stops the cable from going. Oh. Okay, so now try again on camera this time now. So I'm holding the spring, this clip, this bit of this goes into that keyhole to stop the cable from coming back out. So like I said, it is fiddly, but once you get it in there, you know it's not going to come back out. I just need something now, like this Allen key, to just turn in a little bit and push it in. Now why is that not going in? There we are. Okay, so now it's seated. It's holding the needle in place, and it's holding the cable in place. So now we're just going to put the spring back down, and then we can put that back down into the carb then. So the slide in the carb will only go in one way. If you look into the carb, there's a cutout, whatever you want to call it, from the back of this is pushed in, and then there's a slide. See it there? You can just see where the end of my finger is there. That runs down this groove on the side of the slide, and then this bit groove here is at an angle to the piston, see it? And that is what controls your idle. So you turn this then, if you need it higher idle, you turn it in, and it winds, this piston goes up, and then your idle's faster because it's getting more air and more petrol. So it'll only go in one way, but usually that slant angle goes at the back. I'm pretty sure that it's all carbs, but always check whatever bike you're doing, car you're doing, whatever. So now, apart from all this tape around this boot that stops the stuff going in the top of your carb, apart from that, there's no reason why this carb doesn't work now. Can you hear the slide moving up and down? I'll show you. So the carb, the slide is going up and down. It's not be turning over. We can sort that out. I think that's to do with the cable. So we'll sort that out. But that carb now is sorted, so we can actually put it back on. We just need to tighten this back up now. So we'll get our 8mm and a 10mm. Just make sure it's nipped up. Right, so now that I've messed with the slide, and this screw is, I don't know where it is, so I've wound it all the way out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind it in now until it just starts to lift that slide. See that move then? I hope you can see it. Well, as I was winding the screw, the slide just started to move up. Then I know then that is just a little bit open for when you start the bike. You don't want it to suck in too much air and fuel in. You just need to take it off its seat just a little bit by winding this in. That's just to start, so that you've got a good baseline now to see where you are with the rest of it. So okay, so I don't really know what else is wrong with this bike. They told me that it wouldn't start and it wasn't running, but they said, oh, it could be piston rings, it could be, and he said the throttle cable's not working, but we can see why the throttle cable's not working. So now I'm just going to see if I can actually start it, or if it wants to start. So there's another issue now, is that I need to find a piece of petrol pipe for that, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. So that's my next job. Well, I can't find any fuel pipe for it, so I'm just going to try and fill it up, or fill the carb up, just to see if I can start it. And I'll have to get some more fuel pipe to fix it properly then. If I can start it, it's just a matter of tidying it up. But we need to know if we can start it, or have we got to do something else. Ooh, that might just be enough. Might go everywhere, but we'll find out. So okay, so oop. Turn it to reserves there. There we are, we've filled, or we should have filled, the carb up. I'm going to pull the choke and we'll see if it wants to start. Who knows? That's what was right. Okay, so let's see if it wants to start. Okay, so there we are. A nice easy fix really, but it shows that if you're messing with something and you don't really know how to put it back together, then it can cause issues. So for the first video back, a nice simple one, just taking the carb off, making sure that it's put back together properly. Hopefully you learned something from the video. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And when the parts come in for the bike, then I'll make another video, maybe changing the inner tube on the front. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.